you today?
I'm okay.
Just okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
But before we start,
Okay.
I'll be starting counseling with you, and we'll start just this week and see how it goes. And little by little, we'll start to get more comfortable with each other. But for starters, I just wanted to let you know that anything we talk about is going to be private, unless I feel like you might be a risk of hurting yourself or a risk of hurting somebody else, or even just harm in general, okay? Because I really do care about that, and I'm really I have a strong opinion about that, and I want to make sure that everyone will be safe throughout the environment, okay?
Okay.
So just to start, what do you hope to accomplish through our counseling sessions?
I guess I kind of want to make more friends. Like, I have like one friend right now, and like we hang out at school and we hang out at lunch and stuff. But like I don't have a lot of friends.
Okay.
I feel like when I try and like do group projects in class or, like when you're trying to like partner up and stuff, like, or if like if I'm out like playing during PE and stuff, like I don't have a ton of people who like want to choose me for their team, or like I just don't feel like I have a lot of friends, and so I kind of want to be better at like making friends and stuff. Cause yeah.
Okay. Do you feel kind of left out sometimes because of that? Like,
Yeah, sometimes.
Mhm.
It makes me feel like maybe like people don't like me and they don't want me there.
And it affects your mood, I'm sure, right?
Mm-hmm. It makes
Yeah.
me sad.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, and that is tough, you know. And nowadays, kids are very cliquey in their groups, and it is hard to make friends, right?
I definitely don't feel like I have like a clique. I feel like I have a friend, so it's not like.
Yeah, but it's good to know that you have that friend that you are comfortable with, right? And we'll talk more about that as we keep going in our session today.
Okay.
But first, if a miracle happened tonight, and you woke up tomorrow, and your problem was just solved, this issue that you have, what would be the first sign that this happened? What would be different?
I think when I came into school that day, there would be like a lot of people who'd want to say hello to me and like be like, "Oh, hi, like how are you?" and stuff like that. And like in class and stuff, like I'd have people who like to sit next to and not just like they'd want to come sit next to me, and like you know, like I just would be like more people would actually like want to be around me and like see me and stuff like that. And so like I would feel maybe like I might even be happier just because like it would feel like someone cared that I was here, and so like that would be kind of cool.
So in other words, something that would be different is it would be more natural. Everything would just happen naturally. Everybody's interacting. There's no hardships.
Well, it'd be like kind of like what everyone else already does. I just like I might be a part of it too.
Oh, I understand. Okay. So what else would be different after that miracle besides what you just said? What else do you think would be different in terms of interactions?
I might have like more friends to hang out with, so then like I might actually have like people to hang out with on the weekend and stuff too. Like that would be different. I'd have more people to talk to.
Yeah, I understand that. Let's see. Who do you think would notice this change if this miracle happened? Who would notice that?
I kind of think a lot of people might notice it. Like my teachers might notice that I have friends. Like I have one teacher who like really tries to like push me to go talk to people, and like it doesn't matter if I talk to people, they don't become my friend. But like my teacher cares, and so she would notice if I started making friends. And I mean obviously the people that I was becoming friends with would notice I was their friend, and like hopefully my friend would notice that too, and like hopefully she would come be friends with everybody else too.
Okay, so you for sure would want that friend to be involved in that miracle.
Yeah, she's my best friend.
That's good. Let's see. What kind of things would they notice about you, like physically or the way you're talking or in general?
I think like if I were to like make friends and stuff, like they might notice that I'd actually like I might be happier and like kind of more friendly and smiley. Like I don't feel like I smile a lot when I'm out of school.
Okay.
But I would smile more, and I would be like I might not be quite so like sad feeling. Like I might kind of like look happy or like stand up taller, or even like I might start waving to people and stuff. Like right now, like you know, if I see someone I know, I don't wave. Like I just can't keep walking sometimes.
You just go through hallways.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like they might start to notice that like you know not just like the way I'm standing is different, but like how I interact and like try and talk to people is different.
Okay. How do you think those peers would respond to you in return, based on your reactions?
I mean, if this was like the miracle situation, like they would want to be my friends, so hopefully they would all like wave to me back and like they'd start to talk to me and like they'd like invite me to come to parties or come invite me to like hang out with them and do stuff. And so like,
Yeah, just exchanging that positive dialogue.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you think you'd respond? Oh no, you technically covered that already. I guess we'll move on then. Do you feel like this miracle ever happened already?
Like,
even if it was just a little bit.
Well, I mean, I guess it kind of happened when I became friends with my best friend. Like, I mean, at least then I was like social and I got to kind of have a friend, where before that I was kind of on my own. So it kind of happened at one point when I was able to like become friends with my best friend. So
okay, so let's break that down. That little miracle that has happened.
Okay.
How did you become friends with her? What happened there?
I was in class and like we did this group activity where we had to like all walk around and talk to each other. And she came up to me and she was talking to me about my hair and like just some other stuff, and like so she took an interest in me kind of, and then like we had that class together for like, you know, we had class together last year and this year, and so we were able to kind of like get to know each other through that. And I think she noticed that like I didn't eat with anyone at lunch, so she kind of like took me in kind of thing.
And she was also alone, didn't have anybody at the time?
She had like a couple friends, but she's kind of stopped hanging out with them to like.
Okay, which generally happens a lot at this age. People jump around friend groups a lot, so that's normal too.
Yeah.
Okay. On a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being the worst, and then 10 being the best, where would you rate yourself right now when you walked in the door?
Probably like a 4.
Okay. So you're a little less than in the middle, so.
Yeah.
How did you get to that rating? What made you feel that?
Well, like today's has kind of been like a weird day, and so I feel a little extra alone. Like, my friend's not here today, and so like when I'm at school, like there isn't anybody else here with me, and so like I just kind of feel a little extra like. Normally I'm uncomfortable, but like I feel extra uncomfortable today because she's not here, and so I guess that's kind of what made me think of 4, because I don't feel like it's like so bad that like I can't be at school, but I don't like it. Like I don't want to keep doing it, but
okay. Have you been able to talk to her at all today? Whether it's through text or something.
She texted me earlier to tell me she wasn't coming to school, but that was it. Like,
okay.
I don't know where she is or like why she's not here today.
Got it. Well, hopefully she's okay. Of course.
I'm sure she is.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. We all miss days.
Yeah. When you move one number higher, let's say you said you're a 4 right now. If you move to a 5 or a 6, just a little bit, what will you see yourself doing on those days when you're feeling those higher numbers?
Well, she would be at school, so like that would be part of it. Is that, like I'd feel better because I get to kind of like talk to my friend and like be together during lunch, or like, or maybe we could like try and go to like a school club or do something like that.
Yeah.
But
that person that you're just comfortable with.
Yeah,
I get it.
So she might be here and that might change it and make it different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly that.
Okay. Well, I guess what I want to say about that is you mentioned that you do have this friend that you met before and you're really close with her now. Do you feel like there's a possibility of that happening again? That you can meet even just one other person?
I mean, it's possible. I feel like sometimes it's hard that like other people have already like, you know, you said like they're cliquey and like people don't want to hang out, and so sometimes it's hard, like, you know, to try and like infiltrate that and like be in part of those groups. So like I hope it can, but I don't know that I feel like it, like I hope it does, but I don't know that it will.
Okay, well, I guess the first step that I want to like go through with you is changing that negative comment you just said. I'm not sure if you realized you said it, but saying that you don't know that it'll happen, but you hope it does, that's kind of negative, right? You're being a little harsh. You gotta make sure that you tell yourself something positive as a starter. Like say, no, I just gotta try and meet someone, right? Like, just put myself out there. Do you think that's a possibility that you can change your positive thoughts first?
I can try it. It's gonna be really hard, but I can try.
It's definitely gonna be hard, right? So, you know, changes don't happen overnight, right? it takes time. So patience is number one,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And believing in yourself that you can make these changes, and there are people out there that I'm sure would be happy to meet you and be friends with you, just as this other friend did.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to know?
Not really. I mean, it's just, that's my biggest thing, is that, like, I just feel sad because I'm on my own, but,
Okay.
it's not that bad. Like, it's not great, but I just kind of hope that, like, someday it will be different, and, so no, there isn't, like, a ton of, like,
Okay.
I can't think of anything.
That's fine. I mean, it is just one session. With time,
Mhm.
I'm sure we can get to know each other a little more, and you can help guide me a little bit in what you want to accomplish more in here little by little. And I guess for next week, I want you to just start thinking about some positive thoughts you can tell yourself as a starting point on how you can get yourself out there and meet these more groups of friends, especially when your close friend is absent, right?
Okay.
So that way you're able to interact with others and not feel so alone. But just so you know, my office is always open to you. I have open hours all of lunchtime. And if you ever want to come after school, before school, that's totally fine too.
Okay.
I'm sure your teachers will understand, and I'll make sure that they can email me, and we can schedule a time too whenever you feel like you want to talk to me, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So it was good talking to you.
All right. Thank you.